Het is nog 6 dagen tot het Eurovisie Songfestival 2025 losbarst hier in Bazel, Zwitserland. En alle artiesten zijn sinds vandaag aangekomen in de gaststad. Dat geeft ons tijd om eens terug te blikken op een aantal hele toffe interviews die we de afgelopen tijd hebben kunnen doen met een aantal kandidaten. Niet alleen de grote favorieten, maar ook een aantal kandidaten die je misschien nog wat minder hebt gehoord. Wat dacht je bijvoorbeeld van Erika Vikman uit Finland, Klemen uit Slovenië, GJ uit Oostenrijk, maar ook Princ uit Servië, Thorn van Luxemburg, Gabry Ponte van Marino, Nina Žižić van Montenegro, Marco Bosniak uit Kroatië en Tautumeitas uit Letland. En er zit nog een exclusief interview aan het einde, want gisteren zaten wij hier in Zwitserland met een van de grote favorieten, Kai uit Zweden. We spraken hun na de eerste repetitie over hoe die eerste repetitie ging, hoe het met de sauna-vibes gaat. Maar ook doken we even wat dieper in een van de passies van een van de jongens, namelijk de Formule 1. En daar zitten best wat overeenkomsten in met de jongens. Veel van deze interviews mocht ik opnemen met OutTV tijdens de London Eurovision Party, waarvan je afgelopen zaterdag deel 1 hebt kunnen zien. En wij mogen nu exclusief de langere interviews delen. Aanstaande zaterdag kun je bij OutTV genieten om 9:15 van deel 2 van de London Eurovision Party met optredens om helemaal in die Songfestival sferen te komen. Dank aan OutTV dat we deze interviews mochten delen en blijf ons volgen, want elke dag zijn we er live vanuit City Pop Basel en de stad Bazel voor de Songfestival podcast van Nederland. Dingedong, de Songfestival podcast wordt gemaakt door Marco Dreyer en GJ Kooijman. Veel plezier met deze interview special. Europe, she is coming. Finland's newest rock star, a fashion icon. What other words can I give to this amazing woman other than she is a mother? It's Erika Vikman.
Oh, thank you so much. What I introduce? Thank you. I'm happy to hear that all.
But this is also how Europe has felt over the last couple of months. How do you deal with that? Constantly being embraced by everyone, getting compliments, getting fans.
Of course, I love it, and it makes me emotional because, you know, it's not always so easy to be this kind of woman that I am. So, of course, I respect that all so much. I love my fans. I love everybody who wants to feel to be part of this whole community and everything. So, this all is just so important to me.
And I'm wondering, there's so many strong females who came before you. Who inspired you in terms of the way you dress, the way you perform, and like stuff like that? Who are some of the people that you went, I want to like be that or look like that?
Of course, Madonna. She's my religion.
What is like your favorite Madonna performance?
Oh my God, there are so many, but of course, Blonde Ambition Tour. And she was in that Jean-Paul Gaultier outfits and very blonde hair and, you know, masturbating in the bed in Vatican. So that's just perfect. Like most iconic thing I know.
And now people consider you the same way with the golden microphone already. Like it's the same type of vision. How does it feel for you to now be on that microphone when you're in the air at UMK going like, I am Erika Vikman and I am on top of the world?
It feels like I'm free. I'm free from everything. And it's like most amazing feeling. Just express myself how I want and, you know, ride with that microphone. And, you know, it just, Erika Vikman is very free on that. And yeah, it's like being in heaven or something.
Amazing. I'm wondering, the song ends very abruptly. People have all had their different ideas about what it means, what it should be like. What's your favorite crazy theory you've heard about why the song ends like that?
Yeah, there are many theories why the whole enjoyment and the powerness and everything ends up like this. Yeah, it can mean that something that what happens in bed when, you know, somebody gets his or, you know, okay, this is, wait. It's like, yeah, it's like something ends, you know, in the bed, or it just because it's 3 minutes and we have to have it in Eurovision 3 minutes. So we just decided that let's fucking cut it like that. Because at first it wasn't purpose, but then we were like, oh my God, we all love that. And and there is the techno part, which is just going and going and going, and then it's like, so we can relate that to so many things.
Exactly. There's many, I think, women who can relate to the fact that they don't get to finish what they started.
And this is literally that, what you are saying. That's totally that.
And we need to talk about that more. Men do better.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, you get a lot of support from the LGBTQ community. As far as I believe, you also identify as being part of the community. How has that support felt, and also discovering your own place in it?
Since young girl, I felt like there is something in me that I didn't felt good with, just around normal, people. I felt that I'm very strange. I always felt I'm a little bit outsider and strange. And then I found gay people. They were my first real friends, and they showed me what is that all in queer community, places, clubs, and people. I was like, oh my God, this is my world, because I can't even say like who I am, like who I identify. I mean that which box I am, because I hate boxes. I just feel like, I just feel like I'm totally queer. And my thing, how I am, is changing all the time. So there are many things that I can be same time, and that's so beautiful, and it feels so free. Yeah.
Also, I think you've discovered, also, especially the representation of queer women isn't big on Eurovision. There's more this year as well, because you've also struck up a amazing friendship together with Mariana Conte. You two are like sisters this year. Can you describe what that bond is like? Because you two, it feels like you can read each other's minds.
Yeah, we can, and we feel like we are so much the same. We have same energy, same, we feel same way in this world. So we have so much to share and talk, and it's like, we read each other's minds, and she's really very good new friend for me, and when I have holidays I totally want to travel to Malta to meet her and her friends and places.
I mean, I can imagine you two on the beach club with a cocktail together having fun. That's going to be a good thing. Now we have to talk fashion, because you've been serving looks this entire Eurovision season, not just on the stage, also like this, in the content you're doing, everything. Without giving us too much away, because we want to have some surprises in Bazel, what are 3 words that you feel when you're wearing your outfit you'll be wearing on stage?
I feel powerful, cunty, and limitless.
Why? What is it about the outfit that makes you feel limitless?
It is something that when I wear my stage outfit, I'm just, I feel like there is no rules anymore, there is no control. I just can be free, I can be me, so I feel like there are no limits. I just feel like it's like a pure sky that I can fly. What? So this is philosophical.
It really is, but that's also what we feel when we hear that song and that beat comes in. I have to ask, we were in Manchester yesterday and we saw amazing drag queens also do your song. What does it feel like that drag queens are now taking over your song?
I think that's the biggest honor that I ever had, because when I started my pop career in Finland and I started to saw drag queens do my thing, I was like, this is biggest honor that I can get, because I love drag queens. I want to be drag queen someday.
You can. You maybe already are.
I can, because I love the aesthetics and everything they do. So, it's just biggest honor to me. And drag queens, I love.
Final question before I let you go. There's also, you need to relax in Bazel, because it's going to be a lot of hectic. What are you bringing in your suitcase that you can watch, or something you can read, or something you can listen to that will make you relax after a busy Eurovision day?
Now I was inspired here about Amy Winehouse, so I want to listen books about her, and other also these, what we call those stories about somebody who has been artist or somebody. And then, of course, maybe I need my vibrator.
I'm bringing mine.
Yeah.
bringing mine, so don't worry, that's good.
And then just, I don't even know, like, because I have now already like 5 luggages full of stuff here. Maybe something very, you know, I don't know. I don't really know.
You have time to figure it out. There's weeks until Bazel, but I just want you to relax when you get there.
Yeah, and I'm person. I don't have time to read or watch things so much. So maybe I just pack good spirit and brave spirit to my luggages and let's go. I'm going to be Conti there, like in good way.
Trust me, she will be serving all the looks, all the energy. That crowd will be screaming, "Ich komme" together with your Erika Vikman. We can't wait for you to make Bazel shake because that floor is going to go through this.
I can't wait. Like, imagine it's going to be like whole village full of this all energy. So let's go. See you there. Ich komme.
Coming to Eurovision with an emotional story told in a perfectly captured ballad. It's Klemen from Slovenia. How are you doing?
Oh, thank you so much. I'm doing fantastic, like always when I'm in London.
How has it been after you won the national final and now being embraced by the Eurovision community with that important message in your song?
Oh yeah, it's been a roller coaster, you know. A lot of things to do, a lot of interviews, but I knew what I was getting into, so I'm just happy to be the part of Eurovision. I think that's been my dream for such a long time. Like when I was a little kid, I think I was 5 years old when C'est won in Zagreb, and I just remember listening to that song on a VHS tape with my sister all day long, like speaking in not so correct Italian, but it was good fun.
That's fun, right? When you get to learn all these languages through Eurovision.
Yeah. So I hosted like also the Slovenian national finals for 4 times. And doing like, I was also like, when I was hosting, doing a lot of singing, doing a lot of comedy stuff, and people were getting into my head, like, Klemen, you should go to Eurovision one day. But I never thought I'd go to Eurovision with a ballad, you know, because I was used to know about doing some comedy stuff. But now when I finished my album and I had this song about my wife dealing with an incurable disease, which she beat in the end, and showing my admiration for her through the song, and it just felt like maybe I could speak to European audience with a different song like I used to do it.
And I think it's a song that speaks to not even if it's the same disease, but just, anything that can happen to someone where you have that question of how much time do we have left together. It really unites in a different type of way. We've all felt that with someone. How has it been receiving what must have been also an avalanche of stories from people who connect to the song?
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's really, I didn't expect this would happen, but a lot of people approached me and told me their stories. And I'm just so glad that my song can be inspiration to them, because that's what it's all about, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter that about the ranking. Of course, it would be great if Slovenia would win one day, but at the end, the most important thing is that people just get the message and it helps them.
And I'm wondering, you are such a multi-talent because you're not only a comedian, you're a singer, you create all these different kinds of videos and performances. We've seen the video with the last 25 winners of Eurovision.
Oh, thank you.
How has all of that prepared you for Eurovision, where you also have to think about what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it feels like? Has all of that stuff helped in making this process maybe a little more calmer?
Yeah, it's a journey, definitely. And doing all the winners, it most certainly made me realize, I felt like I was actually each of those characters. So
you acted it brilliantly. You got some of the mannerisms and everything. That was like, whoa. That's a big study.
Directing by Nate Sleostik, who was the director, who really, he directed every move of even my little finger and everything, so it looked copy pasted to the original, right? And it helped in a way that, yeah, I could feel how a Eurovision winner would feel.
Maybe that'll be you this year. But I am curious, who was the hardest?
We never know.
Who was the hardest to get the body movements and that kind of stuff?
Hardest to do. I mean, the most afraid I was to do was Elena Paparizou from Greece, because it involved singing and dancing in high heels. So there was a lot of training involved in that, and I really didn't want to mess it up because we had limited time, so many characters to do, and limited amount of time. So yeah, but I think it ended up great. Yeah, that was the most challenging, and the most enjoyable for me was Loreen Euphoria. I mean, doing the dance, I really felt like Loreen. I felt like I was channeling her.
No choking on the snow like she did?
No.
Good.
We left that part out.
I'm wondering, we have to talk fashion because you're looking snazzy today. Can you give us, in 3 words, the feeling of what you'll be wearing in Bazel on stage?
Ooh, we're still working on that. We're still I can still say.
What's the feeling you want to go for your fashion there?
We definitely want to make it classy. Is that good enough for you? Yeah?
And Clemens, my final question to you is, I am building the United by Music playlist. So every artist that's competing this year gets to put in one song, and it's the song that you absolutely love the most in the world. It can be an album track, it can be a remix, it can be whatever you want from your favorite band or something you've discovered where you're like, that's something the world needs to hear.
Oh, do I have to decide now? Can you give me some more time?
Like, what's that one song you're always like, oh, this is... Like your favorite band, the guys from Kai from Sweden last night, they put in ZZ Top. Tommy Cash put in Robbie Williams. One of the girls put in one of their favorite remixes they like to work out to. What's that one song where you're like, that's?
Can I give one song that I think it was a bit? I mean, it was great. Sorry.
Yep.
So. One song which I think could get more attention from Eurovision fans around the world, I think it's Fai Rumore by Diodato.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, and it's also, I think it's a song that also my wife loves, and I love it too. So let's put Diodato on the playlist.
Put that on the playlist. Clemens, I think we're going to all be having an emotional moment and supporting you on that stage in Bazel while you tell that amazing story. So much luck on your Eurovision journey and have so much fun tonight.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No, I really think...
I have something for you.
Small question, because you said classy, right? Could you just
Yeah.
elaborate a little bit of why?
For the outfit. For the outfit, yeah.
I don't know if I can... Yeah.
Why is classy important? Does it help enhance the storytelling?
Maybe it really doesn't, but I think it's important that it looks good, you know? Yeah. It has to look good. Is that good enough?
We'll get there.
Because we don't have the final styling yet.
That's okay, that's going to be great. But...
Yeah, I mean, the most important thing is that it connects with the song, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be classy and it's got to connect with the song as well. So we're trying to find what that is. We're on that journey. We're on a mission.
We're on a mission to find it. Uh-oh.
Listen to my song again. If at whatever time makes you shed a tear, then you can use this special "How much time do we have left?" tissues, brought to you by Klemen.
Will they be sold online? And if so, where?
Yeah, probably they will be on my website. It's a bit complicated. It's my surname. You know, Klemen Slakonia with the J.com. We're gonna put it there as well.
You can put it on the subtitles. Let's go sell some tissue.
Let's go sell some tissues. Yeah.
You all need a good cry, especially men. It's okay to cry.
Yeah, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. Let's cry our asses out.
Tonight, when you're performing, not right now, because it's like we need to save it for tonight.
Yeah, I've got to save all my tears for tonight.
Klemen, have so much fun. We'll see each other in Basel. Thanks so much.
See you. Thank you.
Listen, this man has the voice. This man has the stage presence. This man has vocals. This man also has the sass on an Instagram Live, and he's bringing all of it to Basel. It is JJ from Austria with Wasted Love. JJ, welcome here in London.
Thank you for having me.
We have to talk because Eurovision, it feels like if Eurovision is a roller coaster, it feels like you're in the front car driving it. Like, it feels like you're loving this.
Yeah, I'm having the time of my life. It's so fun. I love meeting all of my fellow contestants. It's an incredible journey.
Also, this year, I feel like there's a lot of young contestants together who it's nice to share that experience, to be able to text other people and go like, you're feeling this too. What is it like to have that camaraderie around you?
Oh, it's absolutely lovely because then you know you're not alone in this. Everyone is on the same boat. Everyone's going through the same thing. So it's fun to have, people who will understand if you have an issue. They will understand what you're talking about.
I'm wondering, this year we're seeing a lot of, I think, differences and diversity in male voices in terms of the way the male voice is used, and that's sometimes a barrier we have to break through where it's like, oh, you have to sing in a certain way and stuff like that. How does it feel to be part of that movement forward of like breaking a bit of a boundary there?
Oh no, I love it because then it breaks the stigma of, oh my god, you're a male, you have to sing low. Oh my god, you're a female, you have to sing high. It breaks the stigma, and I've always loved to do something that's been a bit different than anyone else. So, yeah.
Because you're also, I think, breaking a stigma of, opera, pop, and you can combine that with maybe a bit more techno-oriented beat at the end. So that must feel fun too, where you're like kicking against, the boundaries.
Yeah, exactly, like defying music rules and just trying to mix everything together.
I'm wondering, what was your first feeling like when you heard Wasted Love for the first time in its completion? When it was done, when the record was done, you've laid down all the tracks, all the effects, everything's on it. What was that like for you?
I had goosebumps because then I was like, wow, this project is finally done. It's going to come out soon. And the first night after recording the song, we were in the studio, Taya, my producer Thomas, and I. And at the end of the night, we listened to the song, the session once. And we were like, wow, this is crazy. And Taya was like, guys, you don't understand. This is Eurovision material. And so I just knew something great would happen.
Had you ever thought about it when you were young? Like Eurovision being something you're able to achieve?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Dubai, so I didn't think that I would ever go to Eurovision because Dubai is, far away, of course. So I didn't really get to live much of the European culture. But then once we moved here and witnessing Conchita's win in 2014 just made me want it even more.
And we have to talk fashion a little bit because you love fashion. What are some of your inspirations when it comes to fashion?
Ooh, I don't know. I just like to see whatever I see, like on a mannequin when I walk down the street. I look for interests on Pinterest. I look at some stuff and then I just put anything I find or buy together.
And talking fashion, I need to know, without giving too much spoilers away, because we don't want to give up too many spoilers, but what's the feeling of the fashion you're going to bring on stage in Basel?
Ooh, it's going to be similar to the photo shooting that I had for the press. It's going to be classy, chic, but a bit casual.
I'm wondering, that song at the end, the end part of your song, it just propulses you forward and gives you like an energy and a beat. Who's an artist for you who always does that same like endorphin in your head where you're like, when I listen to this artist, I just go there?
It's Ariana Grande. She does so much. Yeah.
What's like the songs? What's the one where you go?
I mean, Breathe In, especially the live version of Breathe In, is so insane. Yeah.
It's wild. Now, something to show you. Do you watch Drag Race?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't have time to watch anything. I don't even watch any TV shows.
Not at all, just in general, because you're always like performing and busy, or?
Yeah, so I never have time to watch anything, not even, because I love Modern Family and I didn't even have time to finish watching my 5th run going through the entire show.
You have time in Basel, that's going to be fine.
Hopefully.
Like a little night thing. I've got something to show you, because you love drag, right?
Yeah, obviously.
So last night, this is Relisa.
Oh my God.
And Relisa did your song.
Oh my God, I saw people mentioning me on their story with this. Oh my God.
And it's like,
absolutely stunning. Oh my God, body T, period. Oh my God, I love that.
how does it feel that that's happening?
It's a weird feeling. I don't know how to describe because it's like that's my song, and people are performing it or like using it for their own show, which is it's so heartwarming. I love it.
You're inspiring queer culture in that sense.
I'm so happy that I do inspire the queer culture. Yeah.
Who inspires you?
Ooh, Conchita does inspire me a lot, especially during this Eurovision run.
She's serving it. One more question before I let you go. I am building the United by Music playlist this year, meaning you can put in any song in the world. It can be an Ariana song. It can be a B-side. It can be a remix. It can be whatever you want. People have put in a range of tracks. What is the track that JJ is adding to that playlist?
Oh, as of right now, I'm listening to My All by Mariah Carey a lot.
Choice. That is a classic. I live for it. JJ, thanks so much. We can't wait to root for you in Basel, to be mesmerized by everything that you do. And don't forget to just be serving all the joy that you can, because you serve so much of it.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Bringing a beautiful fairy tale this year to Eurovision, it's Princ from Serbia. How you doing?
Hello, nice words. I'm great.
It does really feel. It feels like you're bringing a fairy tale story on that stage. What inspired you to bring this kind of storytelling and this passion in the song?
So on the national finals in Serbia, we were inspired mostly by the Little Prince. So it is a kind of a fairy tale-ish thing. I was always trying to make something like a fairy tale. And Prince actually comes from the comments of my friend telling me that I look like a prince from the Beauty and the Beast from the Disney movie. So actually we changed everything. So what we had to do on the national finals is going to be completely different, starting from zero. And this time we're going to play with the myth of the Orpheus and Eurydice. We're going to go to hell this time.
Which is a very adept theme. It's also in the musical Hades Town. It's a story that a lot of people will know.
Yeah, and for me it's important to speak about it. You know, I never want to assume things. I just want people to try to think of Mila and the performance as the Orpheus itself is singing the song. So it's going to be a totally different perspective.
I'm wondering, I don't think a lot of fans understand what the experience is like as soon as you finish your national final, and then the Eurovision roller coaster starts. Can you describe what these months have been like?
It's a literal roller coaster because, you know, first of all, when I realized I won, I was out of my mind. I started crying, and I'm still not 100% aware of what's happening, to be honest. But, you know, every day, what's most important thing for me is that I do what I love. So whenever it gets difficult, I just remember, you know, it's music, it's what you are, it's what you're made for. Just enjoy everything. And I just try to look everything from the perspective of fun, you know, because it's actually the biggest fun you ever have.
It's fun, and you guys are fun. The class of 2025 has been fun. This is a pre-party where you all get to meet and hang out. What has it been like finally meeting all the other artists, and who are you like hanging out with the most?
It's a great experience. You know, it actually started before meeting each other in person on the Instagram chat. So we actually kind of changed a couple of messages to just get to know each other. But meeting them in person is amazing because, you know, we're all going through the same things, and, you know, it's relatable even if we don't speak. So I met a lot of them, and I'm hanging out with a lot of them. I think the Red Sebastian is so far like the cutest guy, and Gojo from Australia, JJ from Austria, like all of them, they're all like crazy and cute in the same time. So we're just having fun.
And I'm wondering if we have to talk fashion for a second, because fashion's a big part of Eurovision.
Yeah.
Can you describe the feeling of the outfit you'll be wearing in Basel? Because no one is giving spoilers, but what's the feeling of your outfit like?
Blood. That's the first thing that came up on my mind.
That's going to be an interesting little thing. And then my final question is, we are building the United by Music playlist. Every artist that is in Eurovision this year gets to add a song that they absolutely love. It doesn't have to be a Eurovision song. It could be an album track. It can be a remix.
I can go with a Eurovision song. I just have a song on my mind, Cornelia Jacobs from Sweden, Hold Me Closer.
Yeah. Why that one?
Because that's the song that I like most from the Eurovision that year, and I used to sing that song. I just connect with the song, you know. That's a song that I would pick, for example. Yeah.
And of course, music makes you feel things. What do you want people at home to feel after they've seen Mila live on that Eurovision stage at home?
I just want them to feel anything. You know, if they feel anything, that's more than enough. Because my performance is actually based on the sharing the emotion, and even though I'm singing in Serbian, I already have a lot of messages, people connecting to the song, to the melody. You know, music is a universal language, and it can be understandable even though you don't understand the lyrics sometimes.
Yeah, and I think that's the amazing part. You're sharing a song in your national language and not in English, but it's being embraced by the world. How proud do you feel that you're doing something that's like that is not in English?
Well, I feel proud, first of all, because I'm representing my country, but singing it in Serbian, it just came naturally, so I didn't think about it. You know, it would be my pleasure if I could inspire anyone to, like, try to Google something about Serbia. You know, I think Eurovision is a great thing, an opportunity for people to get to know to each country, you know, a little better, and just to have a little bit fun in this chaotic world.
For let you go, there's one thing, Eurovision can be such a crazy, hectic time. What are you bringing in your suitcase to Basel to, like, relax in? Is it a book? Is it something on your watch list? Is it something else?
Sony PlayStation, first of all.
You're bringing a PS5, that's good to know.
A PS5, baby, definitely. I'm playing everything, like starting, I'm recently a lot of into Sea of Thieves. I'm playing PUBG, Elden Ring, a lot of things, Spider-Man 2.
Oh, Spider-Man 2's killer.
Yeah, that was actually my first game on the PS5, so yeah, I was just welcomed great.
Nice. So I'll bring some controllers, and we've got.
Please do.
We're staying somewhere with a huge cinema screen, so we could just do a 4-player co-op.
Okay, that's a good thing to know, to be honest.
Let's do this. Princ.
VR as well.
Definitely do it. Princ, thank you so much, and let's go and enjoy that gorgeous story tonight.
Thank you so much.
She's not your doll. She is her own creation, and she's taking the reins this year for Luxembourg. Laura Thorn is here.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
How does it feel that message of the song has really landed across Europe?
Well, I'm very happy. It was really important to me that people get the message of the song, which with Eurovision is not always easy because you have so many languages, right? So not everybody understands French. So we really wanted to bring that message forward with the performance, with everything, and I think it worked. Everybody got the message.
I have to ask, French is kind of trending this year. I think there's like 6 or 7 songs which are using French. Why do you think that language works so well in music?
Well, it's the romantic language, right? Everyone loves it. I think it's a very attractive language. It's a very beautiful language and a beautiful language to sing in. So yeah, I think people love hearing songs in French. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't stand out this year with my French song.
No, but it is. No, but I think it's putting a spotlight on all the French songs in the right way, where it's like, hey, this is also a major player now here. I'm wondering, the song has a big message about female empowerment and taking control of your own life. When did you first realize that there was like a power inside of you where like, oh, I get to take control, I get to decide what I want to, and what was that like for you?
Oh, very, very, very early. Like, even when I was a child, I already knew what I wanted to do in life, and I did everything that I could. I was very determined. I was a very hard worker, always, even as a small child. And I actually got to achieve my goals really, really early, so it paid well.
And that goal, the next goal, is going to Eurovision. How has preparation been going? Because you've been shooting videos, you've been rehearsing, we know there's going to be slight changes, you're working with the Ukrainian company to stage it. That must feel amazing to hear all of that, but what's the creation process been like for you?
It's been really cool and really, really smooth. I gotta say, I have the best team surrounding me, really. They are taking all of the stress from me. I just have to be there when they say, okay, be there at 5. I just be there, I do my job, that's it. Everything is organized for me. Everybody does his job well. I know that I can trust everyone around me. So yeah, it's just great to work with such great people. So the process has been really smooth, actually. So yeah, everything's going great.
Part of that process is, of course, fashion. Can you describe to me what your outfit will look like in Basel in terms of like a feeling or words? Because we all want to keep surprises a little bit. Well, what's the feeling? What's the vibe or maybe some fabrics that you're bringing for the show?
Yeah, so I'd say maybe compared to the Luxembourg Song Contest, where we were like really in pink and very girly, this time it's maybe going to be a little less girly and more woman, you know? The message of, well, I am actually not a doll is going to come forward a little bit more.
It's amazing. How did it make you feel the first time you saw it?
Oh, I was actually really proud of myself because we didn't have that much time to rehearse. Like, we started everything 1 week before. So in 1 week, we got the performance, the choreography, the outfit, everything coming together in such a short time. And it stressed me out. I was like, God, there's not so much time. And yeah, having this result after just a week, I of course, there were things that could have been better, but I was like, okay, if after a week I can do this, then what can I do after a few months? So
Gabry Ponte is bringing Tutta Italia to Eurovision this year. How does that feel?
Well, I'm very excited. I know it might sound weird because I'm Italian and my song is talking about actually Italy and Italians, but I'm representing San Marino, but San Marino is actually inside the Italian territory. We share a lot of culture and a lot of history. Music is culture, so...
How did it feel when Italy and then the rest of Europe started embracing the song as soon as it came out with Sanremo? Because it immediately, everyone was like, this is giving us energy and this is the sunlight we need in our lives right now.
Yeah, well, it came pretty unexpected because, Sanremo is a very big festival in Italy, and after I premiered my song there was a lot of hype around it, and people started writing on social media this song really screams for Eurovision, please bring it there. And I was like, yeah, difficult because in Italy, you know that only the winner of Sanremo can go there. But after a few days, the invitation from San Marino came in, and it was like, whoa, it was like, the stars aligning, and so we went for it.
Is this the shortest DJ set you'll ever play, those 3 minutes at Eurovision?
Well, it's pretty common playing very, very short DJ set or just, playing one song. In fact, many times I'm also playing live instruments on stage. But, it's a festival, it's a TV show, and in the end we have to deliver a good show for the people.
Exactly, which you are. And I'm wondering, what for you are the ingredients of a great DJ set? I'm a DJ myself, so what are the ingredients? What should be in there?
Well, I think DJing is about finding the right connection with the people. This is why a DJ set can be, can last 2, 3, 4 hours, and this is the magic about it, because when you play in a TV show, it's like 1, 2 songs, bang. Special effects, visuals and lights, and a DJ set is something totally different. You create the atmosphere slowly, and you have to connect with the audience. And this sometimes you feel it like after 1 or 2 hours, and but when you feel it, that's the magic.
We also have to talk fashion. You and these gentlemen all look amazing. Can you describe in 3 words your outfit that you'll be wearing in Eurovision without giving us any spoilers? But can you give us the feeling of what?
I'm actually in trouble because I don't know yet. We are still working on it. The next week we're going to have the first rehearsal with the stylist. I'm very excited about the drawings and so, but I haven't seen the outfit yet, so. Still a mystery also for us.
Final question before I let you go. I am building the Eurovision United by Music playlist. Every artist this year that I interview gets to add a song to the playlist they love, any song in the world that people should get to know, because the more music we spread, the better it gets. So what song would you like to add? A couple of artists, people have added ZZ Top, people have added...
Can I add one of my old songs?
Oh, you can add your own song for sure.
Okay, so I would say Blue. My first hit with Eiffel 65. It brought me luck once. I hope it does it again.
So we'll add Blue from Eiffel 65. Gabry Ponte, thank you so much.
A second, I have a present for you. It's a small present we brought for you, guys. original Italian pasta, since my song is going spaghetti, vino e padre nostro, made in San Marino, or for you.
So we just have to add a little bit of wine and a little bit of Italian passion, because that's what you're bringing to Eurovision. Gabry, thank you so much. And we'll be screaming along to Somebody Know. Time for another Eurovision adventure for Montenegro. Are you excited to bring back that energy to Eurovision?
Yes, I'm very excited.
What has this adventure been like the last couple of months? Because it feels like a roller coaster.
Yeah, I mean, the most intense period was at the beginning of this whole journey. After, you know, what happened after the Monte song and everything. And that vacuum between presenting me as a yeah. That was a hell of a ride, but now these last two, I mean Amsterdam and Manchester also, I finally managed to, you know, to feed my soul through all this journey, because it was really, it was stressful. I mean, now it's stressful, but I love that stress I was fighting for.
What do you love about this stress? Because I think with the stress also comes being able to create a performance on the world's biggest stage. What does that feel like? That you get to design however it's going to look in Basel, how it's going to feel. What does that feel like to have that power?
I mean, luckily, I won't be the designer of the whole performance, but those performances, as I said, Amsterdam and Manchester, were the right rehearsals for the great performance, and I just really that was the entering the whole story of Eurovision and everything. And I mean, I love that stress. I was thinking before this all started, I was thinking that maybe I won't be able to do it because there is a lot of time passed since my first Eurovision and now, and I was a bit scared because, you know, I've changed. I love my peace, and but now suddenly everything changed, and everything is so, you know, you're here, you're there, you're everywhere, and well, I think little Nina enjoy it.
I'm wondering, what does it feel like for you as an emotion now when you sing the song? Because you've been able to live with it for the song for a little bit while. What is the emotion you feel when you sing it?
I feel confident because you know, now I have some experience with my life in general and with singing, and I feel at the end of the day I feel confident. I feel the song, so that is the feeling I've been through. Yeah.
And we have to talk fashion because you look amazing today already, but of course you're bringing fashion to Basel. Can you tell us a little bit about what the feeling will be of what you're wearing for your performance? Because I think a lot of you want to keep it a secret of what it will look like, but what is the feeling of the fashion you'll be wearing?
I will be in white. I will be in white because we're keeping the atmosphere of the Monte song performance. So the feeling would be, I would feel empowered. You know, really. Because white is so powerful and beautiful on the stage, and really it attracts only good vibes.
Those good vibes are definitely, I think, coming your way, Nina. And I have one final question. What is your favorite song in the world? It can be anything. It can be from a band you love. It can be something from the country you're in. Because I'm building the United by Music playlist, and every artist gets to put in a song. So it doesn't have to be Eurovision. What's one song where you're like...
It's fly me to the moon and let me. Because every time I feel great in some situation, and I sing that song like, and it is the sign that I feel great. So that is one of my many, but that is the first song that comes into my mind when you ask me about my favorite song.
So that's the one that you might also be playing tonight to get into that mood to bring your amazing song to the London Eurovision Party. Have so much fun on the journey to Basel. We'll see each other there, and we're going to wish you all the best luck, and you're going to need it, and you're going to do an amazing and leave such an amazing impression.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Serving us some poison cake this year from Croatia, it's Marco.
Hey, it's so nice to see you again.
Welcome to London.
Thank you so much. I love being here. I'm gonna move here one day, probably.
You are now officially part of the Eurovision community. What does the Eurovision community mean to you?
Oh my God, it means definitely like acceptance, a safe space, and really like a sense of belonging. Like with all of these people, with all of the fans here, I feel like I click in an instant. Like it's just so natural and so beautiful to be connected in this way.
It must also feel like a little bit of a contradiction with sometimes the experiences you encounter back at home coming out, and also the other reactions that have come out since you've won. How do you deal with both that and then the love you get here? Because it's such a disconnect.
Yeah, there's a huge contrast in between of what I'm experiencing in Croatia and what I'm experiencing at the pre-parties, but I'm really trying to focus on the positive, and really the love that I'm getting here really like boosts my confidence, and I really know that I'm on the right track to really like nailing that performance and to improving things. And to all of the people back in my home country, they are in my home country, I am here, so I'm just super proud of myself and super happy that I get to do this, and I'm truly grateful, like genuinely. So I don't know, like I forgive my haters. They just need some love.
You must also have people from your own community back in Croatia who love you and see representation in you.
Yes. There's so many people who are really like proud of what I'm doing right now, because it's a huge step towards, you know, acceptance in Croatia. So I think that people with a loving mindset and an open heart are not really writing comments on social media that often. But I do get a few messages like a day from people from Croatia who are really like rooting for me and who are a huge support. So to all of them in my home country, love you guys.
What was your inspiration of actually wanting to compete in Eurovision? What was the one moment or maybe one person who was like that?
Yeah, I mean, I was always watching Eurovision, and I was always asking my sister, do you think I'm gonna be on this stage one day? And then she really never like gave a coherent response to that, because it was like she didn't want to hurt my feelings, but she definitely was listening to me yapping about Eurovision every year since I was probably like 3 years old. And then I don't know, I think together we manifested that, like my sister and me. But definitely what inspired me is this community and this whole like sense of you can be whoever you want to be, you can have your own concept, have your own style, and there's going to be an audience for that, there's going to be love for that. So that's just amazing, because you can do what you love, and then other people are going to love it as well, and it's just life-changing, I would say. Yeah.
Now, speaking of style, I want you to describe your outfit that you'll be wearing on stage in 3 words.
Woo! There's going to be, there's not 3 words.
No, so what's the vibe? What's the feeling around it?
Yeah. There's going to be something traditional, inspired by tradition on the beginning. There's just going to be, I don't want to tell you actually, but
so give me the vibe.
The vibe, yeah. There's gonna be something traditional, but it's not gonna be the only thing that I'm having on stage. I'm gonna do the classic Croatian reveal. You know, Croatia loves their big reveals on stage when it comes to the outfits. We've seen that happen with a lot of Croatian entries, but with Darija Kinzer, for example, she changed like 11 times. I'm not gonna change 11 times, but it's gonna.
So 12.
Yeah, 14 actually, number 14. But other than that, it's gonna be a bit spooky, but I'm gonna look cute in that. So I don't know, it's gonna be cute, spooky, traditional.
And you're gonna kill it tonight on stage.
I will. Oh my God, I will. I totally will. Trust me.
Marco, have so much fun, and we'll see each other in Basel.
I see you in Bazel. Oh my God.
So excited for you. It's gonna be so much fun. Now, imagine this ethereal vibe, but also imagine it being truly hypnotic, and that is what Tautumeitas is bringing to Eurovision, and it's magical already. And I am genuinely wondering, what is the most important connection that you have with each other? Like, what does it feel like being united on this stage with the six of you?
That is the best feeling. That's why we are singing already for 10 years together, because when we step on the stage, when we sing in those harmonies, the air just starts to vibrate differently, and we feel so different, so united. And not only united by music, also by feminine strength, by support, by the sisterhood. That's why, yeah, that's what we love.
It feels like that when we see you move on stage with the six of you, going in and out of the curtains while those harmonies are coming. What was it like creating the vision for this song as we saw it in the national final?
Well, it was a great journey for us because Eurovision gives us the opportunity to bring visuals, the lights, the clothing, the story, everything that you might don't have on a regular concert. And we had this opportunity to bring our Latvian mystical, magical ancestor wisdom and the story of our history. Yeah.
It's something we see a lot in Eurovision the last couple of years, where folk stories, folklore, and an old history is being reinterpreted by new generations. How does it feel to be part of that younger generation, to bring those traditional things from all these countries and languages back to Eurovision in a modern way?
I want to say that everyone who somehow thinks that bringing your own language is like, oh no, they will not understand us and something like that. No, that's not true, because it's unique that you bring your own language, and that for us, for example, for Latvian for Latvian language, we only 2 million people speaks in it. So it's a so small community, so it's like a secret. It's so unique. It's a secret language. And about the language in Eurovision, don't worry about it. It's the music which speaks. So everyone understands you through music.
Now we also have to talk fashion, ladies, because you look amazing. Can you describe to me, without giving us too much away, what will you look like at Eurovision? If you can do it in like 3 or 4 words of the feeling, what is it? What will you be like looking like in Bazel?
I think the preview is already like from us at the moment, but it's gonna be different. But what's staying is this feeling of unique creatures, fairies, nymphs, goddesses. I don't know, that come from underwater world and come into this world, and it's gonna be different, but wet feeling will stay, and sparkling, and just something magical.
Now I have to ask, this is the first time for you to meet all of your Eurovision classmates of this year. What has it been like? Because you've known each other digitally and you've learned each other's songs, so I'm wondering, what was it like meeting all of them?
It's really great, because we want to know like every participant. We want to know, we want to learn about their culture, and we want to share our culture. So it's great to meet all, and
we try to learn their songs as well in their original languages. Thank you. Yeah.
Which one was like the hardest one to do?
German, yes. A lot of words, but once we got them, oh my God, yes, we truly love them.
Who would you like to see return the favor? Who do you think would do the best cover version of your song out of this year?
Albania.
A Shaktra electronic version of this. I'm living for it already. I want to ask you, when you finish performing in Bazel and a semi-final is done, what kind of feeling do you want to leave Europe with after they've seen your performance?
Oh, the happiness, I think, and the gratitude of what we've done, and maybe new inspiration for something bigger.
Now my final question, it's going to be personal for each of you, because I am doing the United by Music playlist this year. I'm asking all the artists, they can add one song they love in the world. It doesn't have to be Eurovision. It can be an album track, it can be a remix, whatever. Because I love sharing music. I'm a DJ myself, so I want to share great music. So you can all pick one song. We've had ZZ Top, we've had Robbie Williams, we've had remixes, we've had a lot of different stuff on there. So what 6 songs are you adding to the playlist? We'll start over here.
First, what came in my mind is J.P. Cooper, Passport Home. I don't know, I just feel connected to his music, to his voice. I just adore him, for sure. And Passport Home, I think, was the first song that I tried to cover. So it's special for me. That's why I guess it came first in mind.
Anyone else who wants to add a song next?
Fleetwood Mac, The Chain.
3 guys from Finland representing Sweden have landed in Basel. The sauna has made it to Eurovision. Kevin, Axel, and Jacob, welcome to Switzerland.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You've had your first rehearsal. What does it feel like when the sauna made it to the Eurovision stage?
It feels great. Can I hold this? Yeah, it feels great. We had a first rehearsal, as you said, and 3 run-throughs. And on the third, we had pyrotechnics as well. And it was more pyro than we ever imagined. And it's really hot on stage.
I mean, Finland is known for their pyrotechnicians, but I heard we have a German pyrotechnician, which is the second country you should rely on when it comes to fire.
Yeah.
Was it kind of the thing when you know, the joke they always make where it's like, how much pyro do you want? And all 3 of you said yes.
Exactly that.
But it's also about the joy of you 3 guys on stage. You've been going around with this song basically since, you know, the beginning of February when you did the heat. Does it still feel like the same joy and magic on stage when you look at the 3 of you?
Absolutely, and when we got this opportunity to do it again and we rebuilt the sauna, it's like you get that spark like lit again. It's like almost even more fun to do it now because the stage is also so nice and so big and so beautiful. It feels like a true privilege to like get to perform on that stage. Even it's like just the bare like thought of being here and getting this opportunity is so big, so it's so much fun.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, you guys been taking the internet by storm. We have nicknames for all 3 of you. It's Shako, Big Kev, Mr. International. Did you, if you go back like 6 months, did you expect this all to happen and for an entire continent in English, also in other languages, to really embrace you like this? Because it feels like you're being understood.
Well, in no way we expected this. We hadn't. If we would have planned for it, we would have had a much calmer spring. Actually, we've had our own tour going on, but that's finished now, so that's at least something. But no, we didn't expect it. It's been lovely to see what an impact the song has made and how many new fans has found their way to our music, our old music also. I mean, there's I'd say a cult following growing that's a bit worrying how much they know about us.
Well, that's also because you guys have done a lot of online content, so there's a lot of stuff to pull from. I think there's even like a reference to a breakfast picture you took once upon a time.
You tell me. Apparently, you're one of the creeps.
Well, no, I see stuff come by on Twitter, and it's like, does he remember about the picture he took on that day and this kind of stuff? So it's like,
yeah, it's crazy.
That might be me.
Yeah,
I've taken that picture down.
Is there anything else that you're now thinking about in the back of your head where you're like, oh, maybe that should go?
I shut my Facebook down, like the public. It was public for, I say, a couple of days too long. So there's.
They went through it.
Yep, they have everything now.
Nice, and I'm also wondering, the 3 of you guys have such a creative bond together. We shared a train from Manchester to London, and you guys were still working on new stuff that's coming. You're not just thinking about Eurovision, you keep on creating. Is that what keeps you like sane at this moment?
Yeah, I think that's. I'll have 2 mics. Yeah, I think that's the most fun thing for us to you know keep on thinking about what's the next song or what's the next thing we're gonna do. So that's always what's driving us forward, and just to do it together it's so much fun.
Nice. One thing I've been wondering is something we've discussed as well is that there is this idea that the song's also been catching on really well because Finnish is such a language with so many open vowels that really helps the rest of Europe being able to sing along with it. Had you ever thought about, you know, Swedish as a language, because it's of course in Swedish, that helps with that kind of stuff?
We didn't like plan for it, but now that you say it, it's been like super great to hear the Barabada Basto. It feels natural in so many different languages, and also people come up to us and tell what it's like sounding a bit like in their own language. It's like the similarities are so good in that particular sentence also. So I think that helps a lot.
Yeah, and also that sauna is like an international word. So even if you don't understand anything else, sauna is that's the main thing you have to know, you know.
Yeah. And of course, you guys are going on that stage. You guys, there's been a whole thing this week about the opening sausage, but also about other stuff. There's been changes made. Are you following any of the stuff that's happening online, like in terms of also, you know, the odds and everything and stuff like that, or are you like so focused on just having fun together and focusing on the performance?
When we're on stage and it's a rehearsal day, we're very focused on that, and that's like the best days. But on the off days, with a lot of media and press, everyone keeps telling us the odds and reminding us. So of course we follow them. It's quite interesting actually. We didn't follow it for I'd say the last month that hard, but it's at least I have been checking it more lately and making my own little theories about how everything's gonna go. It's just a competitive mind works that way, I think. But we're having a lot of fun. Mainly with the staging is gonna be great, and just lifting it up a notch.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun also to follow the other competitors and all the other countries competing, because so much is happening these weeks. So I think the odds and like following this whole journey is just getting more and more interesting when people are like revealing their stage performances. We haven't seen like France, for example. So to see pictures from their rehearsals is going to be super interesting.
Yeah, what has it been like with this class? Because we've compared it to basically a bunch of high schoolers during the pre-parties. You guys have been making fun, you've been having content, there's a group chat. What has it felt like for you to have that bond with 36 other artists?
Yeah, the pre-parties have been amazing, just as you said, because it's so much fun to already know most of the guys, and yeah, I realized yesterday that I haven't actually met Claude yet from the Netherlands, and I really like his song. So I have to remind myself that there are still people that I haven't met, and you know, yeah. So and try to connect with as many people as possible, because that is a big part of the Eurovision, I think.
Yeah. Now, Kevin and Jacob, I have a really important question for you guys, because if you guys make the final, there is going to be one big issue, and that is that man, because the same weekend as the finale, there's also the Italian Grand Prix happening.
Oh.
How are you guys going to stop him from not focusing on the jury show, the final show, the family show, but not focus on that Grand Prix? Because we've seen you at the pre-parties, sneaking up on the...
Yeah, what should we do? Just take his phone?
Yeah, I think should take his phone away, but also...
Formula 1 is like love, it will find a way.
It will find... What is your... which Formula 1 driver would you compare yourself as Kai, as in a group,
the group
with right now within Eurovision?
I'd like to see us like an Oscar Piastri who doesn't like give a shit and just does the job greatly, but I think we're a bit more anxious than that, so I'd put us on no, we're staying on the current grid, so maybe a Lando Norris, because we're good, but we're also a bit sensitive.
And also very honest, I suppose, because Lando always tells it he cannot lie.
No, he cannot.
You're a big fan too?
I love Formula 1 as well.
Yeah, I have no clue.
My tip, start watching Drive to Survive, and then you start understanding how the competition works.
Yeah, that's what he keeps telling me.
And then you'll get into it.
Yeah.